What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm taking advantage that I'm home alone so I can be as loud as I want, as weird as I want, without like my family being like, what's wrong with you? I'm filming in my living room because I have like very clear daylight. I don't really know where this video is gonna go. I just have an idea of what I want to talk about. And that's like something that I guess I've been going through or have dealt with in the past, and I feel like it can help some of you guys out. And it's about like how to be okay being single, and how to be okay being alone, and how to be okay with just accepting the fact that, I don't know, for me, like I'm 25, so all my friends are either married, having babies, and I'm just still here like single as can be. And it's not even that I'm like sad about it or I'm like complaining about it, because I truly have learned to enjoy my own company and just like my surroundings and my family, and just being like more in touch with other things than a significant other. So basically, when you're in a relationship, your time is completely consumed with this person. You know, your time off you want to spend with them, you want to share doing things with them, and that's obviously normal because that's what a relationship is about. But you don't realize that maybe like you cut off your friends to spend time with your boyfriend, and so by the time, let's say, you guys break up for whatever reason, like you come to realize that you're alone, like because you've kind of pushed your friends aside, and you're like, well, what the hell do I do now? Because who do I hang out with? Like, they have a boyfriend now, they're busy with work. So I don't know, one of the things that has really helped me meeting new people, and it's not like I go out trying to meet a guy to date. It's like I go out with my friends and we just socialize with people, and it's kind of weird at first, but it's like you got to step out of your comfort zone, you know, like, and you don't necessarily have to always go out and drink and party to do this stuff. Like, I recently joined a new gym, and so once I start like doing yoga there, like, who knows, like you can, like, you'll start seeing some of the people, you'll start seeing some of the same people, and that's how you make like friendships. And like, they don't even have to be friendships, but it's like cool to, you know, meet people and just see what else is out there, you know what I mean? And another thing like I love doing is listening to podcasts. So like, if you have Spotify, or I'm sure you can find it on like iTunes or something, there's this podcast called Girls Gotta Eat. So it's two girls, and they're super funny and they're super relatable, and it literally feels like I'm talking to girlfriends. Like, even though I'm not talking, like, it just seems like I'm like part of their conversation, like I'm laughing with them, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, agreed, you know. So it's like, if you haven't checked out if you haven't checked out a podcast yet, that's one that I really recommend, because it's just so relatable. Like, they talk about like relationships, they talk about being single, they talk about like just stuff like life. And there's another one too, I don't know the name on top of my head because I just recently started listening to it, but Girls Gotta Eat has to be like my all-time favorite, so check that out. Something else that I do is like read. Like, I don't like novel readings, I don't like nonfiction stuff, I don't like science or anything. I probably should get into it because I want to be like well-rounded, but I haven't got into that yet. So one of the things are like, if you can, or if you want to, call them self-help books, or just like, you know, short readings, something that's like that makes you like realize stuff about your life, and it just makes you think. And if you saw like one of my old posts or one of my old videos, like I mentioned, I started journaling, so that's something I do. And I don't know, you just really have to realize that if you're in like a shitty relationship, it's not worth hanging on to it, because why would you do that? To not be alone? You think you might not find someone else, and it might feel like that at first, you know, but Truth is, if things haven't worked out for so long, I mean, what's really gonna change? You can try and try, but if the outcome is the same, there's just no point. And you have to have like enough courage to walk away from a situation that isn't fulfilling you in any way anymore. Because I see this time on and time off, like so many people get back with their exes after like telling me like, oh my god, he's such a douchebag, oh my god, he did this, oh my god, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, like it's just really frustrating because I know I've been there, and I know that was me telling all this shit to my friends about my ex, and they're like I've been getting sick, so that's why I sound a little weird, but that used to be me, you know. I would always complain to my friends about my ex-boyfriend, and it just came to a point like where I started hearing what I was saying, and I'm like, damn, like, am I really this dumb to like put up with this shit? So you have to sacrifice like that relationship if it's not fulfilling you. Like I said, if you don't see it go somewhere in the long run, like why waste your time? You know, it just doesn't make sense. To cut this off, really, I mean, I hope this wasn't like super random or weird, but it's pretty much it. Like, don't be scared to be alone. Like, it's okay. Like, meet friends, meet people, go out and do stuff alone, find a hobby. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, you got to step out of your comfort zone. That's the biggest thing. Step out of your comfort zone. But anyway, I wanted to tie in 2 questions that I got on Instagram because I wanted to do a Q&A video, but I'm not that popular to get like thousands of questions. So, but 2 of them that I do remember clearly on top of my head is, when is the right time to get proposed to or something like that, or how long should it be? So basically, I feel like every relationship is different. Like, I know people that get engaged within 2 years and get married super quick. And there's other people that I know that have been together for like 5-6 years and still don't even get married. But I think every relationship is different. Like, you really have to understand where you and that person sit. Like, have y'all talked about marriage before? Is it something you guys both want? Is it something you both are working towards? Because if it's just like you always bringing up like marriage and all this stuff, and your partner's like, well, I'm not there yet, are you willing to wait? Like, when are they going to change their mind? Like, there's just so many questions that come into play. So it just goes back to like really being true to yourself, and maybe the answer isn't what you want to hear. Like, maybe they're not ready, maybe you are, maybe you don't want to wait. Like, you shouldn't have to wait, you know? Like, when you find the person that you belong with, like, there's never going to be doubts. Like, you should never doubt something, and that's just how I feel. But, and there was another question. It was like, what do you look for in a man? And I feel like I've answered this in like one of my older videos, but I'll go ahead and say it again. I just really want a genuine connection with someone. Like, do you ever like hang out with someone and it's like kind of awkward, or like you don't know what to talk about, and it kind of feels like forced conversation? Like, right off the bat, like I know if that's what's going on. So if there's like genuine conversation, connection, like that chemistry, like that's what I look for at first, obviously. Attractiveness obviously comes to an extent, but you could be like the hottest person, but if like you lack conversation one-on-one, like I'm not gonna deal with that, you know? But other than that, like I'm such a romantic person, so I would definitely want someone who is like cute and does like little things for me, and not necessarily that I want someone to like buy me things all the time. It's just like little things, like surprise me to like a picnic, or give me random flowers or something. I don't know, but it's just little things that I really enjoy, like courtesy and manners, and someone that gets along well with my family and who like understands like my morals and traditions. Like, that's what I truly want. And obviously, like, I want to feel like I can trust this person. Like, trust is such a big thing, and communication is such a big thing. So those are definitely like my biggest bullet points if I am interested in someone. But other than that, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I wanted to make it super short. I wanted to get on here and show my face. But I think that the next video I want to do is like a $20 thrift challenge or something like that. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you click the post notification bell so you can know when I post my next video. And yes, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If not, I'm sorry. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.